Evening everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Berenice and I call me Belle for short. It's 5:30 on a cold and miserable rainy evening. Tipping down with rain all afternoon. So back to me blocks. As you can see behind me, you can see some of my blocks. I've made a video, or lots of clips of videos. Nightmare, because I made it on 2 cameras and trying to so I said no, I'm going to start again. So this is the block I'm going to make, and I'm making them different colourways, all sorts of different colourways. I get 2 or 3 out of strips and that. It's very confusing every time that I go to make one in a different colour. If I was making a whole quilt in this colour, you get in the swing of it. There's dark blocks in the 4 corners here, and then you have this outer colour, lighter blue in this case, and the yellow and the darker blue for the pinwheel. And yeah, I'm not very confident with specific blocks, specific patterns. I usually just pick up a colour and go with it. And it's called Constellation, and it's from the book The Quick and Easy Block Tool. A subscriber of mine, Quilting for the Soul, had shown me this book, and she makes lots of blocks, lovely blocks. I thought I've got to be brave, you know. So that's what I'm doing, Constellation, page 24. And I'm doing a 6-inch block for the simple reason it's a jelly roll. And so I had 2 plain and 2 patterned on the jelly rolls, mixed colours. So I'm going to do this 2 green, 2 blue one this time. I'm actually dithering here because I've just seen in this pile that I've put this blue, and there's 8 of them, so that's enough for a couple of blocks for the corner ones I was talking about here with the darker one. I've got my phone on a new arm, the camera on a new arm. I've got a new wireless mic, so I won't walk away dragging cables, and hopefully this is working out better. It's all a learning curve, isn't it? So first thing I've got to do is mark some of these, and I've got to get them into some kind of order. I usually use, give me a sec, because I'm so organised. I've been sitting here for 10 minutes dithering, thinking, how am I going to go about this? And terrible, I have bits of paper, little scraps of paper with A, B, C and D. There's only 4 colours, you know. What am I going to be like when there's more? Wait for that episode, eh? So there's 2 B's because, you know, I lost some. And I pinned them on, but again, Quilting on the Soul says use sticky paper. Why didn't I think of something as simple as that? You know, when you move it, you can put it on. Sometimes I despair at myself, you know. Yeah, but I haven't got them ready yet. I'm just dithering at the moment, as I say, getting overwhelmed. See, my A looks like a number 4. You know, I'm really good. Chaos. And I've lost all my other bits of paper now, see? But anyway, so I will start again, Bo. So these on the book, I'm going to make these a corner ones, is A. And I am going to pin it because I haven't got any sticker paper prepared. But I will go and get some. It'll be a while. I'm looking at the camera and I've got the top of my head cut off. Alright, so that's A, so I know that's the corner. Now the B ones are these ones, so that's A. And there's a few of them. I don't know if there's more actually. 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, there is more. It tells me here actually 12. Look at the book, Bell, and you know there's 12 of these. See, 12 triangles. So that'd be 6 squares. Because I'm going to do half square triangles. Okay, that's why I've got to mark them. So for the outside, I'm going to use the light green because I want something contrasting with them cornered ones. Okay, in fact, hold on a minute, I've just had a thought. That's a plain green. Oh, I haven't got... No, changed my mind. See, organised. You're getting it as it is. Getting it as it is. Talk English, Belle. Some people have trouble with your accent. So, yeah. Decision. Going to put the light blue next to it so it sticks out. You know, it contrasts. That one's too near. So I'm going to do that. Right, so that's B. B, but busy B. You put your pins. I gave my son a whole load of pins, so I had to buy some more, and I haven't put them in my pin holder yet. I've got another pin holder somewhere. Lost it. Don't know where it is. Right. So that's that one. Right. Sorry, relief, eh? Got 2 done. 2. So C will be one of these, like this blue, on this star. You can see it? This dark blue. It's a nice blue, that, isn't it? Turquoisey blue. So I'm going to do green for C. Oh, that's my phone. Should have had it on silent, but I'm actually expecting a call, so that's why I haven't done it. C, and then D. Right, let's get a pencil or something here and put D on it, eh? A big Sharpie. D, and I'm going to put it underlined because my writing's atrocious and I'll get it. Only 4 letters, but I'll get it mixed up with something. So D. So that's all. So I'm not teaching you how to do it. I'm just, you know, watch me make a mess of it. Yeah. So, A, B, C, D. That's that bit done. Get that one out of the way because you'll get confused. See, I've got another pile for the next block that I'm going to do. As I say, I've done 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I've done 28. I was going to leave it at 30. But somebody said, no, carry on. I was getting a bit, carry on, make it bigger. You know, I thought I'd put sashing in between. So that'll take a little bit. It's only going to be 1/2 inch, you know, and then a nice big border. No, they said. I took it to quilting group yesterday and showed. I've shown them on the group WhatsApp anyway, but I showed them a photo. No, carry on. Okay, that's all I need is a bit of encouragement, you know, as we all do in life. So now, see, organised, pencil, rule or ruler. My dad. I'm going to say it again. My dad used to call it a rule. It's not a ruler. A king or a queen is a ruler. Yes, Dad. So sometimes it sticks in my head, that kind of thing. It's a little story, isn't it? A little bit about my life, my old dad. Bless his heart. He's passed away now. Well, passed away quite 20 years ago now. You know what I'm doing? Looking for my cup of tea. Left it in the front room. So I come in here, put the camera up. I got the new mic, okay. Never gave it a test run. I did when I bought it, but I haven't done it just now. And I'm sitting there dithering, saying, right, what shall I do? How shall I go about this? And then just switch it on. Off you go. Forgot my cup of tea. I'll get it in a minute. So, I need to mark these, okay? So, bear with me. Now, it doesn't matter what side I mark these because that's a good mark. Sometimes a pencil wasn't coming out very good and I've used it before. This is reversible, you know, both sides the same. So, and I'm just using a pencil because you're going to cut along that line as well. It's not going to show because you do sew 1/4 of an inch each side of that line to make your triangles, which I'll show you in a wee while. Half square triangles. I've done some. The first ones I've done, it's on film. I cut them into triangles and then sewed them. And I was going through, I'd done about 4, 5, 6, and I thought, what am I doing? Why am I doing it like this? I say, I'm not the greatest expert. And I picked up the book and it said, hold on, yeah, notes, refer to sewing half square triangles, page 1, 2, 3. That's because I don't read anything. I think I look at it, okay, I could do that. Boom. I'm notorious for that. Notorious. If I'm on a course like or a lesson or something like that, I'll look at it, yeah, okay. And then I'll go to the instructor and I can see him saying to himself, go and read it, Bill. I've taken exams I went back to school when I was about 35, somewhere around about that, to get O levels because I didn't get them at school, when I was a kid. Or computer, read the question, Berenice, in the exam, before I go in and I'll do it. Please read the question 3 or 4 times before you lift a pen. Yeah, they knew me. Yeah, computer ones, I remember that. Yeah, because I've taken a few little courses on computer. I knew stuff, but I wanted the paperwork. Prove to myself I could do these things, So there's 8 there. Move that pen before it goes on the floor. So A and B, right? So right sides together. I'm going to put them this way because before I just put them apart and wait till I got onto the machine. Look, a little bit of practice of circles I was doing. Not very good, but yeah, I was flinging that out of the way. I don't want to see that anymore. Yeah, I'd say organised. So I want right sides facing towards me, up, right sides together. So I'm just going to lay them down there on there at the moment. So I hope you're all doing well in your quilting world or your real world. I've had a pretty good couple of days. I was at quilting group yesterday. I have that on a Wednesday morning. I love that, absolutely love that. We have a WhatsApp group and that's really good. And I'm Undermined, which is a mental health charity in this country, and I've been asked to help with craft things, even though I'm under treatment. I'm a lot better than I was. Really lot. I still have my episodes, but that's been good for me. Certain crafts, I do knitting, crocheting, and I've been asked to help with memory boxes. Let me count this: 3, 6, 8. That's it. Put this back for memory boxes. So you make a little memory box of all the little things that are good reminders to you. And so we thought like a shoe box or something, Amazon box, make it more secure. And you can cover it with collage, paper collage. We were just running ideas. It's going to be a wee while before we get it going. And fabrics. And I've got a load of stuff that I could tell. They got a certain amount of money that they could put towards this kind of thing. Could say it is a charity. So it's all in a pipeline, very, very seed stage at the moment. And so, as I say, you can put in like, say, birthdays or Christmas cards to remind you of good times and stuff like that. It's all up to each person, but to make a nice box. So when you're in the doldrums, when you're bad or starting to go bad, really, it's for that the triggers that you have that upset you, bring you down, because then your brain goes into overdrive. Get hold of your box, look in it, feel it, touch it. Something you can feel as well. Is a good idea. As I say, everybody's circumstances is so completely different. I mean, I don't know what I'd put in mine. I know I'm blethering here, but I know when the likes of, well, my husband died 17 years ago, nearly 18 now, but I couldn't look at a birthday card or Christmas. I couldn't look at music or listen to music and stuff like that. So it is a very personal thing, but because sometimes it can be overwhelming. But I still need that kind of box, because I forget how better I am. I had agoraphobia for 9 years. Never went, well, hardly ever went out the door. Obviously, I did at times, but it was, hard. And I still suffer a bit, Well, I do suffer, And so, yeah, you need these kind of things. So I'm trying to wrap my brain what I would put in there. So as I say, reminders that I've made a big step by being able to get out a bit now. Still causing me problems, but you know, I'm doing it. And I'm helping people. I forget that, you know, when you're in that doldrums, or the black dog as some people call it, you know, you just can't think of the things that you've achieved. You concentrate on the stuff that's bad in your life at that very second. It's a second, you know, that minute, that hour, you just can't get out of it. So, um, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, you know, and that's nice to be asked to help to do something like that. I'm sitting on a machine, it's rattling. Knowing me, I don't know about you. So, should we get on with the next bit? Eh? That's what it's about. It's supposed to be doing this at the same time, Belle. So it's B and C now. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4, but I'm going to make 8 because I'm going to do 2 blocks. Okay, 2 blocks. I'll put my fingers that way because that's a bit naughty if you do it the other way, isn't it? B and C. 2 there. Is that right? Thinking of my feet here. No, do 4. 4 for each block, Belle. That's need 4 blocks. Told you I wasn't a good mathematician in my previous videos. So A I've used, that's gone. So that's B and that's C. So I've got to mark these ones now. I only need the line on one side because I'm going to sew. Let's see if I can show you. 1/4 inch foot. I don't know if you can see that. You will see it on the sewing table when we are. So you put your 1/4 foot on the line and you're sewing 1/4 inch each side. So I go one side. Want to chain stitch. Want to do them all one side first and then turn it around and do the other side next. Okay? Are you with me? Do you understand? I hope so. I say I made a video and it's a complete mess. And again, quilting on the sale, she was the same. She didn't do a practice piece. She just filmed. And it was a mess. So she had to do it again. And I was laughing my head off. And I messaged her and I left a comment on her thing. And I said, well, I made a practice piece because I'm holding it up. But I was still in a pickle. She's made one Stairway to Heaven. And she had 2 smaller ones on a wall behind her, she showed us. But she made this massive one. I hate to say it, I don't always watch her videos all the way through, but it's time, you know, because I'm doing this and doing other things in life. So I do try to watch as much as I can. But I made a point of watching this one. It was a great video and a great block. And she said to me, make it. I said, hold on a minute, let me get this one done first, you know. So again, as I said before, I just put them in a pile like that. But I'm going to do this bit now while I'm sitting here, blethering. We're just talking Scottish. Lived in Scotland for 30 years, see. Not now. I'm in England. I might repeat it to some, but hopefully there's new viewers. Yeah, blethering, talking. I can talk for England. So, it doesn't take long, you know. Blimey, I've made to nearly 30. I should be an absolute expert, shouldn't I? Eh? Got no excuses. Oh, don't say that, Bill. Don't say that. Hold on a minute. I've got to get my cup of tea. Right, I'm back with my cup of tea. I just spilled it on my table, opened my book. Lucky not the fabric or the little pile of fabric I'm waiting for the next box. I'm going to put it over there so I don't... It's on the big table so I can't knock it over. This table I can knock. Paper towels. Open my book. Lucky it's kind of waxy as well, the cover and pages, so that's quite good. Hold on a minute. Yeah, real life here, mate, isn't it? Still wiping tea. Right. Okay, let's start again. Hey, let's get comfy again. Where was I? Right, I've done that, and I've done CB, now it's BD. So that's AB, this one. This one's BC, the yellow and the pattern blue. And this one here is BD, the light blue, like I call that a border one, and the yellow. Okay, not in this colour, but that's what the guide I'm going by. So again, I keep looking at my book, BD. So there's my B and D. So that's the two blues. Again, I need 4 squares for each block. So I've got 8. Oh dear, panic now. I've only got 4 there. Why have I only got 4? Probably used it before. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me a sec. I thought I got in a pickle. It's so easy for me. Of course, I've got to realise that each one of these is 2 blocks, 2 squares, 2 half triangles. So, and I need 2 of them each for each block. So I'm doing 2 blocks. That's all I'm going to do. Right, so get that in your head, Belle. I've marked these. This is my outer edge, what I call my outer edge. I've already, because I'm doing it again, I'm going to go over it. So it's these outer edges ones, like the blue on there. So I'm going to do that green. So that's, sorry, going to keep it with blue. See, I'm going to, in a pickle, don't try and learn from me. And then I've got C, which is green. So again, I need 4. See, that's 2 there, Berenice. 2. Sunday name. That's my telling off name when I call myself Berenice, not Belle. Because I'm being a bit of an idiot here. But I mustn't call myself an idiot. 1, 2, because that's not good for you mentally. I've done 28 of them or whatever. I can't be that dim. Hey? So, I was just whipping them out, you know. Carrying on regardless. So that's B. So the next one I see is B and D, which is that blue and the yellow here, but it's green. It's green. Sorry, B and D, dark blue. Like, see, you need that marker. Dark blue. Again, I need 4 for each block. So all I need is 4 squares, isn't it? Because there's 2 in each square. So, excuse me, I'm going to put it that way. Can you see it? It's on my computer table, listen to me. Sewing machine table. So actually, see, these are not marked. So we'll mark 4 of them on the light blue. 1, you go on there. Make sure the light blue and not too dark together, Belle. See, Belle, call myself, being kind to myself now. I have to make sure these are the right ways because they're quite hard sometimes to tell the right from wrong way. 2, mark this Belle. You know, I like keeping in, or do I? I like keeping in the mistakes if I can. I want to make this more personal because some of the sewing I was doing camera down and then talking or music, a lot of music, and I don't think that's working. I'm not getting any more subscribers, so please subscribe. Be lovely. So that's 3, and let's move this. Wrong way belt, that's it. Wrong side shine. 4. Okay. I mean, there's not much to it. It's just these colours that do me in, do my head in. And the last set is the middle section. You see this? It's the middle section of here. CD, isn't it? Yeah, C and D. And that gives you the pinwheel effect. That part there, pinwheel effect, see? So I keep double checking because I know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. So again, it's 4 again. 4 in a block, and I'm making 2 blocks, that's 4 squares. That makes sense? Hope so. Oh, good, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4. And I know, like with these blues, I've only got 4 left, you know, so we'll cross that bridge when I come to it to make more. But 2's enough for me to cope with at one time. So I'll mark these again. 1, right side together bell. Tried a new camera position. I don't know if there's any good. I'm hoping it will be, because moving cameras is a bit of a pain as well. Getting them in the right position, focused. Trying to see as much as possible in one shot really helps me. So we're nearly there. Green bell we're marking. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with these blocks, but it has been hard on my brain, I must admit. But that's me. That's just me. Some people will find this a doddle, easy. But I know. And again, mental health, you know, your brain's not the same. I'm older. That's what I'm using, excuse that. I'm older. I'm an old lady. So I'm going to stop the film there for a minute, have a rest. I've still got my walking, darning, well really it's the ruler, quilt ruler foot. I was having a bit of practice with that earlier today. So I'm going to drop my feet, put my feed dogs back up, that's it, and change to 1/4 inch foot. So I'll see you in a minute. I found some sticky labels that I will use. I'll put them in there with a safe. Do you think I'll remember them? Hopefully. I've changed my foot to 1/4 inch foot, put the feed dogs back up, put my tension back to the normal, because I do change it for I was quilting, and we sew this along the line. The 1/4 foot little metal bit goes on the line because we're sewing 1/4 inch on one side. Excuse me. So we'll see how we go now, eh? See if we can relax a bit, have some fun, eh? Have some fun, Belle. You know what helps? Thread in the machine. Bobbin's okay, yeah. I'm in a right pickle today, aren't I? A few seconds, that's all it takes. Automatic threader, which is a real great help. I cleaned the machine yesterday. I've made a wee clip of film. That was going to go on as well, and it was in some state, you know. I didn't think I'd done a lot, but I must have done. It was a mess. So always clean your machine pretty regularly. I changed the needle as well. So we should be going okay to now. Right, am I okay, Belle? Have you done everything right? You've got your sleeve on for your bracelets. Got the tension, it's just a normal tension that it starts at. And we'll get the speed up a bit, eh? And that's all we do. I shall feed these through. And I probably will fast forward this till I get to the other side. quiet so I could fast forward it, but maybe I won't, you know. I'm just making sure these are like counting money, paper. They're all square. Keep picking up the wrong one. That one's moved. Because I want to keep him in some kind of order. See, I can see the edge there, so just straighten it up again. Got that the wrong way. I can't see my line, can I? No. There it is. Hiding. Hiding away from me. It's quite hard to know what people want to watch, if they want it fast forward to get to the next stage. Of course you can fast forward it yourself as well, so don't know why I'm worrying. Story of my life, worrying. I do over worry about things, so trying to get that into some kind of order as well. See, it doesn't take long to do them. I'll cut that off. I know some people start from the turn it around and just carry on, but I carry on like that. But I prefer to cut it, I must admit. Let's get that a little bit out of the way. You know, you could carry on like that, but then I've got two lots to cut. I just prefer doing it that. You find your own way of doing your little things, you know. So again, the 1/4 inch metal bit is on the line, and we're doing the other side. This is the easy bit. Don't know what you're thinking. You're going to poke me eyes out? No, I'm all right. Scissors in my hands all the time. I worked at a shoe factory, done a bit of sewing there, but I had scissors in my hands all the time. Many moons ago. 15. Worked at 15 back then. Left school at 15. No O-levels, no nothing, no exams. I wanted to be a nurse, but I needed certain exams and I needed history O-level. I couldn't figure it out, and there was nobody to say, well, you can do that, Bill. You're intelligent enough to do that. No encouragement back then, so I didn't do it. One of them things, you can't regret it. It's a bit of a disappointment to me, but I don't, you know, can't go regretting it. I regret a lot of things, and that's what causes me problems, you know. Let me get my pedal. I've lost my pedal. That's it. A bit nearer. Yeah, we all have them, don't we? Regrets and guilt and all the rest of it. And I have a real problem with it, but I'm getting a lot better. Oh yeah, I'm grateful I'm so much better than I was. Me, myself and I can do what I want. excuse me, and yeah, to sit here doing this is lovely, absolutely heaven to me. So I do a lot of other crafts, but I'm really enjoying this. Last one. So snip them, put them in the little piles. I know it's 4 of each. In the same way, because I've got to cut them now in half. Hold on, lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Good go. That's green. Yep. 2, 3, 4, and the last 4. And put them that, yeah, because I want the line up. Right, to the next bit, cutting them. Need a cup of tea after that. I know what you're saying, us Brits and our tea. A lot of coffee drinkers here actually, but I do like my tea. Big mug. I never used to have a big mug. My husband did, but I didn't. I always drank it. But yeah, get more of a tea, Jenny. Again, when I was depressed and everything, I hardly ever touched tea. Just couldn't be bothered to go and make a cup of tea. Like now, I'm making up for lost time. So now you see, you've got 2 sewn lines and the pencil line down the middle. Obviously, I've just got to go from point to point, so you can even turn it over. But I like to have the line showing up. And this is going to be a bit awkward for me because I usually stand up, but I put a new blade in. God, that makes a difference, you know. Yeah, because otherwise you have to lean harder. I've just realised there. Look at that. No bother at all. Hold on, little thread. So again, it's keeping them in their little piles. So I am up here. Can you see them? I moved the camera a bit, didn't I? Hold on, hold on, hold on. Move my little tape back a bit. There you go. So there's a little pile there. I'm going to have to move it back in a minute to get to my ironing mat. But anyway, I'm trying to find a place where I can get most things within easy reach and that. I think everybody has the same trouble when they start this filming. Game palaver. Fun. Fun. They call it fun. It's like quilt, they call it fun. It's a hobby, Belle. You love it. I'm just using a 1/4 of an inch rule here that I use for paper foundation. It was handy, you know. It's got a little lip on it, you know, which I'll show you one day. I've done a bit. Have I done a bit of paper piecing? No idea. Weeks go by. I'm trying my best to get more and more regular, but I'm not there yet. This thing, you know, don't like commitment as such yet, but I'm getting there. As I said earlier about the mind thing, that would be a kind of commitment. I'm not committed. I mean, if I can back out anytime I want, but it gives me an aim in life, you know. With depression and that, you have no aim in life. You know, what do you want to do? I just want to get up and washed if I can. Something to eat if I can. Yeah, quite bad. So if you suffer from that, I do understand, and I'm not going to have my sympathy. That's not the right word. But hopefully it will ease for you. I like talking about it because I said to someone, I said, it's not educating. I don't like the word educating. That makes me pompous, you know. I know better than you kind of attitude, which I don't. But I like to tell people so they do know, and try to get, especially if they haven't suffered from it. And there are a lot of people that haven't, there's a lot of people that have, or had little spates in their life, you know. And so try to get them to sort of understand this is not our fault. This is not all in the head, as you say, the head, you know, pull your socks up and things like that. I've been a time in my life, somebody said, well, all you got to do is get out the door. Yeah, yeah, but I can't. Give me the tools. Give me the crutch. Give me the walking stick. Give me the aids to get out. But it's not as simple as that, because doing it once, yeah, great achievement. But you've got to fight that battle again and again and again. And that's where it gets weary. You're tired of it, fighting yourself. But as I say, I'm better. I'm a lot better. And like that. Right, so the next step is to press them. Oh, here we are again. It's been a while. You think I'm drinking tea. It's been about half an hour. I was doing something else. Cold cup of tea now. But I'm used to it's cold. So I'm going to press these wee blocks. So I'll just finger press them first. And that's it. And then I've got to cut the dog tails off. You see them against the background? I can't see what you're seeing. There you go. See the little tails? Dog ears, I think they're called. Dog tails. Little bits at the end. Breathing a bit heavy there because I just was rushing around there. I've got a bad chest. I had chest infection a few weeks ago. Still getting over that kind of thing. Still here. That's the main thing I say. Still here. So we've got a load of these, haven't we? 2 blocks for 16. That's 32 little squares. As I said, I was only going to... Let's get a bit more comfy here, Belle. I was only going to do a few blocks and that was it. And big boulder and that. But somebody at my crew... No, carry on, Belle. So, that's what I'll do. Then we've got to lay them out. That's going to be a nightmare, isn't it? I'm going to put this to the green, because that's a thicker part where it won't show. Put them in little separate piles. I'll just finger press it. Just a quick little press does enough to keep the seam open. I don't know if some people open the seam, but actually that might have been a good idea. What do you think? Would it be less bulk? Obviously you butt them against each other as much as you can, but it doesn't always work. And I was thought, oh, when I go to quilt that, hold on, going the right way, Belle. When I go to quilt it, is that going to cause me a bother? Obviously I've done some with lots of points, corners and that, but I don't know why I'm treating this one different. It's because I've got to follow a pattern. Yeah. You've got to try new things in life, haven't you? You know, it'd be very boring. I'm looking up away a bit here, that's what's doing me braining. Yeah, you've got to try new things in life, otherwise it'd be very boring life. Out your comfort zone. Yeah, I do a lot of that. So I'll stick them ones up there out my way. So these are 2 blues, so we're going to make a decision which blue I'm going to. We'll go to the darker. And of course sometimes you think, oh, that seems big, you know, because you've cut it in the middle. It might not necessarily be in the middle. So you have to remember that kind of thing. Don't have a panic that it doesn't look like 1/4 of an inch seam, which I did, you know. I know I put two sides the wrong way and had to undo it, and I had to, why is that so thin, that seam? Because you cut it in half, Bill. Yeah. But, trying to get them the same way as well, because this old girl gets confused, doesn't she? Yeah, so just somebody. Yeah, it's alright. I was thinking aloud there. Boring bit. Boring bit. Pressing. Mind you, it's better than pressing ironing clothes, isn't it? So I just had some dry in there and I put them in the cupboard. I'm not ironing them. I would have done years ago. I ironed them before I put them away. Excuse me. But no, I iron them as I get them to wear them nowadays. Of course, it's only me. It's not as if I've got a family around me that are waiting to wear their clothes. Right, towards the green this time. There, talk about that. Got that the wrong way. So that means I've got another one the same somewhere along the line. I've got a tickle in my throat. Hold on. Tears sort that out. Excuse me if you hear me gulp. It's a nuisance, isn't it? Eh? How good are you, Bill? Getting on the wrong way. As I said, them pattern ones are very similar on both sides. See, that's very thin seam. That means the other one's wider. Where I cut it from. If you follow me. That's life, as they say. Right, is it the last one that's opposite? What one have I done wrong? Alright. Yeah, it's that one. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to unpick that now. I'm going to lay one out. Not the two, because I've got to unpick that. Stop my iron, turn my iron off. Right. So, these are my corner ones, remember? So, I will show you better view when I get them laid out. And that one that way. Stick them there out the way so I don't get confused. B and C. Now I've forgotten which is B and C. Right, so I know that's B, yeah. Okay. It doesn't matter which one. I could put the green. Yeah, that way. That way. See these two blues? These two light blues here. Hold on. These two light blues, see they go the same way and the same here. So that's a good indicator that I've got it right. See, that's wrong. Right, hold on, let's double check, Belle. That's it, CB. See, that's that way. And that just looks... See, some of them, see, that looks back to front, but it's not. It's the kind of fabric it is. Okay, so that's that. Put that one there. Okay, so I'm on the blue and the green now. That was D, wasn't it? Let's go. Yeah, B, D. Let me get this right. See, yeah, B, D. Now I know with this one, the blue, what I call the border. Remember I said the border, because there's more of them. That is a V shape in there. With me? So I'll put that there, that there, and as I said, that's a V shape, so I know that's right. I will double check with the book, because you know, we can go wrong. We haven't got to the sewing yet, so that's don't say it's all easy going. ED. And this one here. I know which way it goes, but I'm just double checking with a book. That's it. So that's that little pile. So that's the light blue. And that's the dark blue. So that goes that way. See, so it gives you a kind of pinwheel look there, and then you've made the green one as well. With me? So it's not easy. It's not a walk in the park. So again, so put that one there. So they've got the pinwheel bit there and this one here, like points of a compass, isn't it? And then I got, that's it, I had to think there, see? 2 green there for that point, and then 2 blue, and the last one, I seem short there, I don't know. We'll worry about that in a minute, and then C, D, there you go. And that's it laid out. Whew, got there, huh? I'm looking at my mic, making sure my mic's on. So what I'm going to do now, which I'll show you, I sew 2 together, 2 together, and then 4. Okay, and the same there, so you make the 4 rows, and then the 4 rows together. That's what we hope. Get it the right way. So I'll put you on pause a minute while I get myself together to the machine, okay? Okay, so I'm a bit better view for the camera. Yeah, I'm still working mic. So I just flip that over to there. Hold on, you know what I forgot? Trim them. I've got to trim them. Ah, what a pain. Right, I'm going to do it over here. I usually do it over a basket, but my little basket. So I've got to remember to put them the right way now. See, that's why I should have done them in the piles. Completely forgot. That way about. Let's quickly do this, eh? I'm going to do it one row at a time. Let me just double check I got that the right way. That's it, I'm going by this as well. The ones that you've made previously certainly help rather than a black and white. In the book, you've got your layout, shaded, lettered, and then a bit of colour. You know, I go by that one, obviously, there. But I do like going with this as well. So I'll do the first row first. So as again, I say, flip that over. Just make sure the edges and make sure you keep hold of that for dear life, as I keep saying. And I'm not chain stitching. I know a lot of people do chain stitches. That's just too confusing for me. And again, there's no but in there because they're going opposite ways. So I know some people use a little bunny thing, a little bit of fabric to start their stitching off. I don't. I always leave a tag there, but I do cut it so there's no, but I don't pull it. That's the thing, it's not to keep pulling it. I was never taught or never learnt with the little piece of fabric, you know, that you start and end with. So you get in a habit, you know. It would be a little bit better because sometimes when you start your sewing right at the very edge, yeah, it can be pushed down into the plate line, into the thing. So I do try to start very slowly. See, and I know that with no tail on that edge is going to be crossed over when the rows are sewn together, or the blocks are sewn together. So, but it's not pulling it. That's the issue, you know, don't pull it. So I'm just going to finger press to make sure it lays down there, and I'll put it back on its place. I've got these ones to do, haven't I? I'm good, aren't I? So I've got to make sure that these are the right way now. See, this is the why I wanted to do it before, but I do want to get this video done. I've been mucking around with videos, filming for a bit, so that's fine. So I made quite a bit of film on and off for the another one, like hold on, about D, there you go. And you know that's a pinwheel in the middle, see, so that helps a little bit. And I know that's a V. Remember that V of the light colour? So again, flip it over, hold the edge I'm sewing and line it up. And start slowly, a couple of stitches, and now I can put speed on. I'll be glad to get this video out. I've still got a lot more sewing, but at least I can do it without worrying about videos and worrying about I can make mistakes. It looks silly, but that's the way it is. If you didn't see mistakes, you'd really feel bad about yourself doing stuff wrong. So it's good to see others do it as well and how they get out of it. Right, so slowly, and then put my speed on. And I haven't done a close-up here because it's just not worth it for the little tiny bit of stitching I've got to do there. Alright, and what I'm going to do now, which I forgot, is put the two together. See, let me get that out of the way. So I've got 2 rows, 2 twos, and I'm going to put them together to make that V. And these the seams do go the same way. I've already sewn them, see, so that's what I said about opening them. I might be better opening them. It's too late now, I've made a whole quilt, you know, but and I'm going to start from the edge with no seams on at all. Slowly, because it is very thin. And now I can do it. And you can hear a little clunk. That's the needle going through 2, 4, 6, 6 lines of fabric, you see there. So now the V points down. I'm going to put it the same way. It's finding a system, it's finding a way, you know. It took me a while to sort that out. So I flipped these 2 twos together. I did say 2 twos. Match them up. Start slowly. There you go, I'm a little slightly out there. Right. Start slowly because I'm right on the edge of the fabric. That's fine, so I've got to make sure this is the right way as well. And we can tell by that, them points, them compass points I was talking about. You see? You can see it better now. Hope so. So, last half. So just trim them off. Oh, careful, belt. That's all you need, isn't it? So it's that way. That's that. Getting them to hold them a certain way so I can replace them. It doesn't always work like this. I do wonder how I make a quilt. I do wonder how I get through life at times. I know some people despair at me. There you go. See, there's that compass point kind of thing. Yeah, good fun, isn't it? What else would I be doing? What else would I be doing? Hold on, that's not right. There you go. See, that V part as well. That confirms. I see the point and I see the V. There we go. There's the point, there's a V. And remember that blue one's going that way. Right, we got there in the end. Make sure I got that one right. Yeah. try again. Right, flip that over. And put some comments down. I'd love to get some feedback and nearly went past there. Some feedback and tell me what you think. Kindly, please. Kindly. You know. Bill, you could do it better that way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay. I'll take advice by all means. Well, will I? Any help, you know. You don't learn unless you're told of how to do things better. Yeah, we're all learning. Life's a big learner. As I say, every day's a school day. I only heard that in the last year or two. Never heard it before. So there's the 2 2s. And I'm going to sew them together. As I say, I've got two points going towards the centre, but so I'm starting at just the 2 layers, not the thick layers. Nice and slowly, first 2 stitches, and off we go. As I say, this is the way I do it, so I can see, is that right, is that right? Let's have a look better. No, that's wrong. That's it. So I can tell by the pinwheel, and I can tell by these here, but even though they're not on. Last blocks of 2s, line it up. Hold on, that's not straight. Get your foot off the accelerator, Bill. Nice and slow, and now go. See? I'll tell you something, I've got another pair of glasses, like tortoiseshell glasses. Can I find them? You know, I like to chop and change, you know. I'd like to get another couple of sets as well. But, never used to wear the same all the time. But I thought, I had a chance a couple of years ago when I got my eyes tested. I'm going to get 2 pairs. Now I've lost one. Don't know what I've done one. Probably in my bed or under my bed or something. I do tend to fall asleep with the things on if I'm reading. Right, okay, making sure I'm okay there before I go. Yeah, I'm not that dozy, honest. If you believe that. Yeah, don't ask my son though. You are, Mum. Big joke is pressing buttons. It's gaming, I mean, I've only been gaming, had a computer for years, but never really gamed, and using controllers. I'm saying, what button is it? What button? You know, it's all control. You press them up. You slide them. You do everything, like, you know, and buttons here and buttons there, buttons at the top. Crazy. If you're at the game, you know. But yeah, for somebody that's never done it, and so I'm playing the game. You know, how do you walk? Of course, I've probably pulled out a gun or run someone over in a car, and I'm supposed to be walking. That kind of thing. Wrong button, Bill. Wrong button, Mum. So it's a running joke, like. And of course, what's funny is when they do it, oh, you never believe it, Bill, I've pressed the wrong button, I've got baronitis. Yeah. So, let's put a little bit of iron on. Excuse me when I get over here. Put the iron on. I'll press them here. Save a lot of mucking around, won't it? This is what it is. It's not a lesson, is it? It's spending time with me. See what I do with my time. As I said, I've got an old blouse on. I'm not dressed up. And that's what it is. So I've got to put the seams one way and then the other ones the other way to butt them up together to get them. I can't. Little tiny bits of dovetails, whatever they're called. Yeah, to get the join in the middle there. You see it, like you don't want it right over, especially like the middle. That's quite thick. But I saw someone doing something special there and I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I'm talking to myself there, talking aloud. But yeah, them pretty seams, the seams are pretty good, like, to join each other. There are one or two on the quilt that are not as good. If they're bad, I will undo them and do them again, you know, just take it back to there and give it a tug. I'm exaggerating. It will move. Fabric moves. So, taking it that way, trying to keep it straight as well, because you don't want to stretch it. So this one, you see, I know the butts are going that way, so I'll flip it over. Make sure the butts are, the seams are going that way. I sometimes do it from the back as well, but you have to press it, not iron it, because these seams here will move. So there's two ways. It depends on my mood. See, like that, and then like that. And I know that's the wrong way. Let me put that down there, because we've got our V there and we got our points. I like our compass points. So this one's the same way. See, again, if I do it from the back, I've got to fold it over and press, not iron it, press, because I'll move these. Hold on, let me show you. If I press that and move it, I'll move that seam over, and that's not what we want. We want it laying down there flat like that, and it'll move. I hope you can see it. Obviously I've seen a smaller screen than you will, so it's a bit harder. But you'll forgive me, I'm sure. So just to press. As I said, there's two ways of doing it, but it's trying not to stretch it, because, you know, this little, see, I've got one. There you go. See what I mean? Look. See that? That bit there? That's not what I want. And that's doing it from the back. And I moved the iron, see? Like I was ironing a sheet. Bed sheet, like. But it's a sheet, in case our American friends call it something else. I never know. Right, let's get this in a bit of order here, pal. Move that there. That doesn't look right. That does. So I've got the point there, and then alternate pinwheel. Okay, so I've got top one going that way, seams going that way, so this one is going, hold on, yeah, opposite way. Even that, you know, even pressing could, ironing can do. And that's where, see, look, I could easily turn that sort of turning, so I've got to be careful here. But I've got to make sure that seam's under as well, to make it nice and straight. Because, you know, your sewing might not be the best either, you know. There's such small increments of measures. So I know that point of that triangle in the middle points towards the middle of the block. So that's it laid down now. Looks okay, doesn't it? You're not shouting at me saying you got one wrong, Belle, are you? Find out in a minute, won't we? Okay, so I get the butt these seams together, not on top of each other, just right next to each other. Oh, not the table, that's how I knocked my tea earlier. The wee table's a wee bit nearer than I would usually have it for the filming. But I've got to find a place that you can see kind of both things. Obviously if I get a close up, I've got another camera for here. But it's trying to get as much as I can onto one video. So I had a nightmare the other night with clips. 2.5 hours going between one and another. So I can't do this anymore, it's doing me in. And it made me think of Hollywood. So if you're near Hollywood or in the filming industry, you know when they have the clapperboard, scene one, take one and all that. I thought, blimey, that's what they do it for. That's what I should do. Right, this is film one, and then when I do it on here, take two, take three, take four. And I'd hear it as soon as I started, you know, viewing the videos. things you find out because I've got no one to teach me. There's nobody else that I know does this. Don't know many people because I've been locked away, but still, that's a different story. Yeah, it is knowing. And I know there's YouTube and that, but you get so confused when you search for stuff, don't you? You know, or you can do that. I do try to avoid a lot. You know, I say I was looking for a light, and it's, you know, for lighting systems, and you get inundated. You get so confused. Well, that's my life anyway. So you could hear that bumping over the seams there, you know, because it's thick. And that's what's kind of concerning me for when I quilt it. Because when I quilt it, I really want to do down in the joins to keep it all nice and flat. So I know that V is the top coming towards the middle of the quilt. So we get it the right way. I'm going to lay it on there just to double check with myself and flip that one over. Oh, ding dong, message from somewhere. So I'll put that on there, make sure I'm buttered up, and my seam, especially the bottom seam, because the bottom seam's under going towards the thing, and I want to make sure it's laying flat. All these little things you have to think about, you know, or you do think about. So slowly, I don't need to go fast here. So I stop on the seam so I can get my next join together. Get it nice, so just shove that a little bit, butt it up. Hold on, I wasn't happy there. There we go. Sometimes slow the machine down, you know, it depends. So I keep my finger on that seam, I always do. I don't know if other people do, but that's what I do. See, and I can stop there if I wanted, but I'm okay. So that's that part done. And the seams look absolutely wonderful to me. And the centre point, oh yeah, I'm pretty chuffed. Oh, don't say that. You know what'll happen. Got to put the last bit on. Keep quiet. Shh. Right, here we go. Butter. Well, I've finished it. And I can show you. Oh, see, I went too there. See that? It nearly puckered into the hole because I started too fast. I'm getting emails and that on this phone, and I can see them. But they don't, when I'm recording, they don't sound, you know. But I can hear it on my other phone. Because I bought myself a new phone a month or two ago. I needed a new one. Right, gently. And again, if the seams sort of get caught under your foot, obviously you could lift the foot. And I would do. See, I'd lift the foot and use an awl, or even your unpicker. But I like the awl, and you can hold it down and get it between the toes of the foot, just to keep it underneath and keep it flat, because there's nothing worse than it's even puckered up without all them seams, you know. Little thing like that might help you. See, I went, and it's nice to go slow over them thick seams. If you go fast, it really does hammer into the same spot. So yeah, go a bit slower over them seams. One block. Finito. So now, excuse me, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it from the front, finger press towards, going away from me, and press. And while I'm there, see, make sure that seam's facing up away. I'll lean against the iron's against the seam, and then goes over. Just making sure this edge, because sometimes these edges can go back away to where they, yeah, see, that one has, see? Sometimes they do that. Yeah, this side's okay, it's always this edge where it's flapping around in the wind, as I call it, doing what it wants. But that's lovely, I'm pleased with that one. Sometimes I'm not too pleased, but that is near as perfect as you can get. Happy bunny here, happy bunny. So, I hope you enjoyed watching this block being made, all the troubles as well. But it's good fun, isn't it, you know, to have a completed one. It's so satisfying. I do encourage you to try something that you're not comfortable with, you know. If it gets too much, walk away and come back again. It's not the end of the world. But I do thank you for watching. I would love you to subscribe and set notifications for when I get my next video up, because I'm going to do more of these different blocks. Even if it's a one and not a quilt, I must do that. Because the book has got 210. Okay, so we've got plenty to do, and keep the conversation going. A lovely like would be great as well. It does great things for my analytics. You know, I'm a bit static at the moment, people, so need to get my numbers moving again. It does great things for my self-esteem and stuff as well. Again, I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, sincerely, and do take care. Look after yourself physically and mentally, and yeah, take extra special care of yourself. All right, bye for now.